Hello, the countdown is over. Good evening and welcome to Vaidya's Chess Hub. And it's the day when we will enjoy the demo game. It's on leeches, of course. 10 plus 5 is the time control. We have all the people here on time. Aryan Bhangra is here. Namish is here. Jay, I believe. I did see him there. Aryan is asking why does it say 5:45? In fact, that has been edited. So it now should say 5:55. And Rayansh is here, Itesh is here, the other moderator. Saurish is here, Mohit is here, which is great. So Mohit, you're making this a good habit. That's fantastic. Adnan is here, and the demo games or the demonstration games. By the way, before we go any further, Arya Mahakal is here. Before we go any further with the games, just to tell you what we are going to achieve. We are going to play 2 games at least. 10 plus 5 is the time control, at least I'm saying. And then we are going to go for some tactics depending on the time available. Now, I don't want to put that the feedback students list for later. So let's do that immediately. I would want somebody from the moderators to confirm this. We are doing the first round of the feedback. Everybody has not received their feedback for the first time. So I am going to talk about the 3 students who will probably get their feedback, and they need to give me their ID as well. Now let's see. I think the first one that I can have is Itesh. Now let me know, guys. Itesh, if you are one of those students who is yet to receive even one feedback, so let me know if you are there. And there is no lag, the stream is absolutely fluent. I want you to check your connection. Stream is very fluent. So Itesh is available, says yes sir. So one of them is Itesh. The other one can be Ant-Man, whose ID is ANT-1008. So Itesh, you are going to be the number 1. And the next one, Ant-Man, if you haven't also received the first round of feedback, so second one is Ayush. Jay has confirmed that. And I'm looking for one more entry, which can very well be Purvesh Kulkarni. So Purvesh, if you are here, I don't think Purvesh is here right now with us, but it could most likely be Purvesh. So these are the 3 guys. Jay, please confirm this. The feedback, guys. We have the Ant-Man, then we have the other student Purvesh, and then finally we have Itesh. So make sure, guys, that everyone has understood that. Now, Jai, one more thing what you can do is you can put this on our Telegram group. Jai, you can put this officially, like these 3 students will get their feedback. Itesh, Ayush, that's Ant-Man, of course. Ayush Taude, please mention the surname. You got 2 Ayush. So also mention the time. That's going to be Saturday 5 to 6, not 6 to 7 is usual like we meet. Okay, very important, guys. And now let's go to our game room for the demo game. And 10 plus 5, I'm sure that we are going to have excellent games. Jay, in fact, is so prompt. I think, if I'm not wrong, is put that already into the feedback. Guys, let me know. I think he's done that already. 10 plus 5 it is. Are you ready for the game? How excited you are? By the way, before I start the game, yes, Jay, I've acknowledged that. I think you've sent it already on the Telegram channel. Fantastic, brilliant. Okay. Now, always remember, the reason why we do this is not with the sole intention of win. What we try to do is understand the planning process, utilization of time, and putting in an enjoyable fight. So that is why everybody is always very super excited about the demo games. I'm sure you are. Type it in the chat. What excites you the most? I mean, our planning stage, the overall, everything is what you like, or is there a particular feature that we like, or the fact that we always try to gain developmental lead in the opening, or the fact that we play with initiative and tempo, something like that. You know, we have a typical style of play. So Jay says the overall is just fantastic. So let's see what game we get today. It's 10 plus 5. Arya Mahakal also says, hey, I like everything there. We have the white pieces. So I'm going to make my first move. You always know I play 1 e4. And hey, Our opponent is going to play the Alakai defense against us. So the way I deal with it is e4, knight f6, e5, knight d5, and I'll always go for the Shamish attack. Some people, I don't know whether they know it by that name or some other name. Really not sure about that, but okay. So, okay, Alakain against us. That's an interesting thing, is it not? Alakain against us. We didn't get e4, e5. Okay, so that's the thing. Now, what have we achieved here? Black has double pawns. The pawns are on the d file, d7 and d5. And so that's what we probably have achieved as of now. That's our achievement. What else can we boast about? Can we now go for c4? Let's look at a forced continuation here. I always love something that is a part of the forced variation. Okay. So can we go for c4 here? So tempting is c4. So tempting c4. Because c4 will mean that if he defends it with c6, we take on d5 and he still would have the double pawn. So I'm a little tempted to play c4. Of course, if he takes it, then I'll take with the bishop. So he will undouble the pawns. Agreed. But then we will have an extra piece developed with semi-open c file, which we can utilize later. Oh, he has pushed the pawn. He has pushed the pawn, which is even, really surprising. Now, again, I think I can go for a piece development with some attack. The more I see it, the more I actually like this. So let's go for natural looking knight to f3 attacking the pawn. And hey, Rupak is here. Namish loves the Danish gambit. By the way, yes, but it can only happen if opponent responds e4, e5, right? So this time, well, I am so happy that, I mean, Alakai in defense is what we play. So we are playing against the Alakai. Oh, that's something interesting. Okay. Guys, again, I've highlighted every move right from the start. So I think that's what you have to enjoy. It's never about win or loss. Win or loss will happen eventually. Two players are playing. If it's not a draw, if there is a result, one player wins, the other loses. How much fight did you really put into it? How much thought did you put into your games? I mean, that's what counts, right? So, okay, our opponent has now pushed a pawn to d5, neglecting the fact that the pawn on d4 was attacked. It's, I don't know. And now I think what his plan is, like, if you take, then I'll take the pawn on uh, the square c4. Oh, he wants to do that. Yeah, sure. He wants to do that anyway. So, well, I think now for one move, I think it is better if we just don't take the free pawn. I'll tell you why. Because he's going to take here, and then we will have no time to take with the bishop because the queen will be attacking. There will be a discovered attack on the knight. If I'm not wrong, that happens. So for some time, momentarily, let's have this. Can we play d3 here? Or even better, if he is doing those kind of tricks, why can't we play a trick of our own? Well, let's put additional pressure. Initiative and tempo. Well, now we are attacking the d5 pawn twice. Again, I'm saying, it's just the planning process that we can enjoy. I didn't want to take en passant. I didn't want to do that. And I'll tell you why I did not do en passant. Because the bishop would have been developed. Those who are wondering why did not take en passant, we will help his bishop develop to d6. And what's the point? We don't want that. Some people are wondering why not queen a4 check. Well, that was so easy for black to get initiative. Imagine I had played queen to a4 check. How lame is that? The bishop would block it and the bishop would make our queen move one more time. Do you really want that? Is that what is initiative and tempo? Ask yourself that. I think Aryan wanted queen a4 check. So there you have the answer why I did not go for it. Okay. So now I think it's time for us to go for this move. No, there is, now he has also put, now this is how it's a cat and mouse game. That's why you got to love chess for this reason. But I think what our opponent, dear opponent, has neglected is the fact that, hey, seriously, I think B7 is neglected. When, okay, somebody can type this. When one piece moves, it stops doing what it was doing where it was. When a piece moves, it stops doing what it was doing. So what I mean by that is that this bishop was on C8 protecting B7. No more is it doing that because now the bishop has come to E6. Somebody is to type this. That's a fundamental understanding, right? So, okay, let's see how this is going. I'm not quite sure, but okay, let's see. Yeah, now he's saying, Aryan has a line saying that the other time we could have taken with the knight and then d takes c4, queen f4 check, bishop d7, and we could have taken the pawn on c4. And again, point highlighted. Do the moderators do any typing at all, or is it that the other? Oh, Jay has done that. Jay was the first to do that. When a piece moves, it stops doing what it was doing. And now we win the pawn here with some initiative, right? Sure, some initiative. The question is, what do we take really? Do we take this pawn or do we take here? Seriously, guys, what's up? I think it's better to take here. Let the bishop move. I always knew that was the plan. So if I do this, take the pawn. Uh, let's spin the knight, shall we? Can we make a nasty sacrifice or something? No? Okay, let's do this. So we are still keeping pressure on the pawn, and we have this move as well. Let's see where this is going. Let's see, we do this. Is there a check? Does he have a check? Oh, but he has this move, right? Rook here. So let's not hurry ourselves. Guys, understand what just happened there. If I win this pawn, then our opponent has this rook b4 move. And I mean, that's what the spectators should love, okay? This is what we are here for. Let's break that. So I'm really putting some serious pressure on the knight. His queen side, well, his queen side is shattered. We are 2 pawns up. But the point is, he had the move rook b4. Talk about that move. If he had played knight takes d4, well, what did he just do? Did he just give the exchange? He thought that that bishop was so dangerous. Okay. Yes. Now we better come back here. Because if it takes the knight, now I'm going to take it with the queen here. And I want to castle for God's sake as soon as possible. Look at our bishop. No. Do something about that bishop, man. The bishop on c1, guys. Bishop takes d7 was a check. Guys, mind you, when we had that bishop here, the move was bishop takes d7 check. That was always the first. The check comes first, and then we could have saved the queen. I thought that through. Very important, guys. The reason why there was bishop b5 is that there was always this, oh, he wants to play. Now maybe knight takes. Okay. And the point of this move is that I don't have queen takes c6. But then do I have this? Let's do this. Sure. Such a messed up situation. Although we are at exchange up. We are at exchange up, make no mistake. So, mind you, now again there is a trap. If I take the knight here, there is simple absolute pin thing. You all know that now. By now, I think you all know that. So we have renewed that threat. Let's unjail that bishop. Unjail. Let's unjail that bishop. Oh, now we don't have rook, by the way, because he has a check, and we will be checkmated. Oh no. Whoa, whoa, whoa. So he is given that exchange, but what's the best square for our queen now? Let's come to c2. You know what? Let's come to c2. The reason is I'm playing with a little bit of initiative and tempo here. And then I want to push this pawn and unjail my bishop. Let's unjail my bishop by attacking his bishop. Namish, would you write down what two moves? F4. Okay. Now, at what stage you wanted me to play the move F4, my dear? At what point? Okay. At what point do you think Namisha could have played F4? May I know? There was a checkmate threat here, guys. We must stop that because otherwise there could be again some trouble. before queen c2? Don't you think that there was the knight could move and then we had he had a discovered attack on our queen? And that remains h4. Oh, what? Ooh, this guy is seriously playing some game I don't understand. What's he trying to achieve? Wait a minute. What? Now he wants to go here for a fork, threaten checkmate. No, can't allow that. Certainly can't allow that. No, can't allow that, sir. The next move, I want to bring my queen in the game. Surely I'm giving his exchange back. Take that, I don't care. Yeah, I don't care about that. No way, man. Okay, and now I think what we can do is either of these two things. So if we push the king back, it would also be good. Let's push the king to a good square. Even if he pushes the pawn now, I have queen takes pawn. And I'm going to play queen e2 anyway. That is my move. Okay. Guys, this was one tough but well-deserved game for us. Our opponent did throw up some good tactical ideas. So I think, Namish, you can stop saying that there was f4. We've talked about f4. Queen h5 I'll analyze. When did I miss queen h5? Tell me the precise point. You can rewind the game if you want. We'll analyze it after this game. Okay, so this stops the pawn advance, and my next move is rook here to f3 maybe. Or maybe rook f4. How about that? Rook f4. I like rook f4. Do you like rook f4? Now the threat is he wants to take the pawn because this pawn is pinned. So he can take here. I'll take with the rook or maybe the queen even. I don't know. One of the two things. One thing that people do understand and which is pretty massively serious to understand is, okay guys, let's do this. I mean, there's no doubt about this. We have to do this. Now I did not want to take with the queen because he had queen takes b2 otherwise. My rook is covering this whole area. Now I'm going to give him some back rank issues. Check. And then the queen check when king h7 and he's going to lose his bishop. This game is all over. But our opponent did throw some good tactics at us. I'm really impressed. We played well to stop all those serious threats. We did well, guys. So this move is forced, and now queen check. He will block it probably with g6. That's what he will do, but his bishop falls now. He may resign here. Oh, what a calculation. Yes, this was a fork. Now, Navish, before we go any further, please let me know what is that move where you're talking about this Queen H5. I don't understand where Queen H5 is there. Yes, yes, he was a good opponent. He did throw some very good trick at us. Tricks, I should say, not just one. Okay, now before black castles. Okay, so let's get back to the point where before black castles, Namish thinks you could have played Queen H5, and let's see if that's really good. Okay, now first of all, before black castles is this move, right? So here you think I missed Queen H5, which is a fork. In the name of God, what is this for? Only let Namish explain, okay? The others should not talk. In the name of God, what is this for? This pawn is defended and I'm attacking the knight, which I did anyway because I played Queen E4. So Queen E4 also attacks the knight, and Queen to H5, what you are suggesting, also attacks the knight. So I don't know, are you talking about this move or what move, Namish? Let's discuss this before we play game number 2. And guys, have we crossed 2000 again? What's, I don't know. Have we crossed 2000 again? Like, what's the status? Can Jay tell me? Are we 2000 plus again? We keep doing that. 2000 plus 2000 minus. Okay. Oh, now Namish is saying, sir, I missed it. So better check before you make a bold statement like, sir, you even missed this, you even missed that, you even missed F4, you even missed your eight glasses of water per day. Okay, fine. You check first. Make sure. You can ask me, why did you not play Queen H5? And I'll tell you that. But don't just say that I missed it. Unless you are very sure that that was winning. You can suggest, but then okay, ask why we are not doing that. Okay. And by the way, we are 2005, about 2000, which is good. Now again, let's, that day also the same thing happened. Remember when I was doing this Independence Day, I believe it was Independence Day when we did that extra streaming, I believe. And let's talk also of F4. By the way, I'll tell you why our opponent was such a trickster. Okay, over here, this was also what I like. How nicely did he castle? This knight, it looks it's hanging. But then you have this absolute pin and we would have lost the queen. After this again, if I had played f4, like you're saying, the knight would have moved anywhere. It was a free move. And well, this one really, I don't like attacks on my queen like that. So I moved the queen out of the way, playing myself with some initiative. That's what I probably was trying to do. It's very important, guys. Jay, I think it's that time again. Which pawn was free? Okay, which pawn was free, Namish? Let's talk about it. Guys, which pawn was free? Namish will answer that. Namish, which pawn, my dear? Which pawn was free? Tell me the name of the square. Which pawn was free? What did I miss? Namish thinks I missed a pawn. Which one, my dear? You have now everything on the screen. I'm going through the moves. Which pawn? First of all, there is no pawn on f6. First of all, I think you're talking about c6. And I've told you the reason why I did not want f4. You're forgetting the fact that f4 would have made this bishop powerful, first of all. Second of all, I did not want the discovered attack on the queen at all. You're not listening. It's not about my queen getting trapped or something, but instead of us giving him the discovered attack and doing nothing about it, we brought the queen to c2, attacking the bishop ourselves. That's why. And the c6 pawn was not missed. And that's what I'm saying. The point of f4 was to attack the knight. But then when the knight moves, we did not want the rook to have the e file. Of course, attack on the queen and the control of the e file. That is why I did not want that. Okay. So that is why I did not do it. Anyway, I think time again for us to play another game. And yes, I was saying, Jay, it is again time for you to type as a reminder the names of the three students who are there for feedback this Saturday. And please, with the timing also, Jay, Itesh can also do that. The timing is 5 to 6. Please remember that, okay? And don't miss the session, especially those students, okay, who, and by the way, Jay, it is always better to say 1700 to 1800 hours because Rayansh also asks AM and PM. Better do that. Mention AM and PM. But guys, you know what? Playing against Alakine, huh? Playing against Alakine. And now guess what? We are going to play Alakine ourselves. Oh, this is nice. Yeah, PM. Yeah, he has mentioned PM. Okay. That's also good. Mentioning PM. Yeah, sure. I like that. Let's not give any chances to anybody. Like, why did I miss the session? Oh, you know what? I was thinking it's AM. I don't know. Guys, again, this is a sharp line. When I play the Alakine and when I get this line, it's a very sharp line in the sense that both the players are like, no, if your playing was for initiative, I am playing for initiative. You are going to push the pawn, I'm going to push the pawn. You are going to take the knight, I'm going to take the knight. Now just look at the dynamics of this position and people understand that they type it in the chat. This is so dynamic. Look at this position. It's like, you know, you do this, I do exactly that. No, you can only pre-move once, I think. We don't pre-move. I don't think we do that. Do we do? Guys, now here is the thing. Can we go a pawn up here? Can we go a pawn up here? He has not given us a check. But then we all know the check comes first. So let me know if you like that idea. Can we win this pawn and then this pawn? Because that pawn winning will be a check and then the e7 pawn falls. What do you think, guys? So, oh, by the way, again, I want to highlight, capital, bold, underline, whatever, the use of time. Did someone notice that? Use of time. In the last game, use of time. I emphasize this about your hasty play and everything. Now, queen takes e7 check is not good. If we play queen takes e7 check J, what's going to happen is he's going to develop the bishop. We don't want that. And our bishop will be jailed. Like that was enough for that last game. I think we better take with the bishop and get ready for castle. Let the queen be there where it is. If we play that queen e7 check, it looks tempting. It looks, and this is amazing because imagine black's pawn is on the second rank, that is white second rank, and we have on our second rank the enemy pawn. Both the pawns have reached the 7th rank. Sure, talk of something special. There it is. The pawns had reached the 7th rank. Somebody. Yes, we only had about a minute. Yeah. Guys, can we castle here? The queen h5 here. Then there is this move. Oh, we have to castle for sure. I mean, we have to do that. Oh. Castling before black or castling before white? Aryan, what are you typing? Castling. We are playing black pieces, right? Guys, checkmate alert. Watch opponent's last move. Queen h5. Straight checkmate threat. If you play g6, what does he do? I mean, g6 you have to play. There's no doubt about that. Castling before white, yeah. Van friend. Yeah, van friend coming to the rescue. It's like not castling before black, castling before white in this game. Okay, now here is what I would like to do. I want the bishop here first. Guys, if I allow him this bishop here, it will be a constant threat. So, well, okay, well, I first want to put my bishop here with the queen support. I want to do that first, for sure. And then I want the knight out, and then take probably e5 square. Let's see. Can I do? Can we do even the queen move? Risky but bold. With the bishop support now. We can tuck the bishop on g7 here. We can do that. Okay, by the way, last time when I was doing the demo games, I remember that some of the students were saying that, the way you talk while playing the game, we could also try that. And the reason is quite simple. I mean, the point is, the reason is they like it because you can actually calculate better. So I am told. I don't know, but yeah, so I am told. Guys, let's first tuck the bishop. I don't want this over dependence of the bishop on our queen. So we have invested our time and it is us with the lopsided development here. Completely agreed that that is the case. Agreed. But now let's start playing with some initiative and tempo. Like I want to attack the pawn here. Then I want my knight out. I want to then probably play even the queen here if he pushes the pawn. Thanks, Jay. Oh, he's doing that. And I wonder he didn't take the pawn because I thought that he knew that there was nothing substantial in it. Guys, we can force the queen trade here, by the way. We can force a queen trade here. By doing this, we would have threatened checkmate. Okay, back on point. So what we will do is probably this, forcing the trade of the queens. Do we want to do that? Let's try and do that. Guys, there was a loss of connection. But now we are back. No, the connection looks fine for now. It is perfect now. We have moves like bishop takes pawn, bishop takes pawn check. All sorts of moves here. King is protected there. Guys, the disconnection really makes me lose track of the games. This distraction. Namish, better focus on the game. That's better. Do that, Namish. Focus on the game, my dear. Now I knew that he would have that for sure, but I think that should not phase us at all because we have this. Now if he wants, there is no discovered attack, mind you. That's the best part. That's why our king being on the what can you say, the dark color square, that helps. I could have brought the bishop back to e6. I could have done that. Possible option, okay? Could have done that. Who knows? There's no lag now. There was, not now. I have no intimation of any lag right now. I think now he's missed a trick here. Yeah, I think now he's definitely missed something here. He was worried we'll play this. That's what he was worried about. Again, can we do this? We don't want the pawn island. That's why I did not go for that. Let's do this. And next move, I'm going to tuck the bishop back. After the knight moves, we'll keep the pressure along this diagonal. Unless, of course, he wants to take. I don't know. Guys, whenever there is a small disconnection, the lags are absolutely not frequent. It is your problem at your net connection. Sort that out. We occasionally get lags. Very occasionally. In fact, our streams are very fluent. I don't know what time you're talking about. Our streams are as fluent as they actually get. So. Okay, so now here we go. So what are we going to do? We can go here, protecting our pawn. Looks like a good idea. My next plan involves the knight going either on these squares on c4 or on g4. There is no lag at all. That may be at your end. Sort your net connection. No lag at my end. Okay, so our opponent has now stopped that move, but I think he's really missed something here, hasn't he? You bet. Now he is waiting for us to go c4. Maybe he'll do the bishop c4 move. What do you think? I think we can go for the c4 first. Now, mind you, he doesn't have a check because the knight has that square covered. Point noted. That's why I did that. Otherwise, I wouldn't have. Now, when the bishop falls back, I can have the pawns doubled. Unless he goes here. But then again, I can have the knight and can have the bishop for the knight. That works. Knight c4, there was always this move. Bishop, guys, you're missing out on those parts. And then that would have been trouble after the rook takes pawn check. Because the knight would be defending the rook. The rook would also be attacked. So very important. So now he is giving us a wonderful opportunity. Like if you want to have the, but not, let's not fall for that. Okay, let's not fall for that. I like that. Let's not fall for that. I want to actually do this. And we want to have both the rooks and control the d5. I want that. Okay, so look at what has happened now. He wants us to trade, but I don't want to trade and I won't trade. So I am now going to put double rooks here. Now if he wants to, fine. If he wants to, that is. I don't want to. If he wants to. Nice. So he wants to, and now he's going to trade the other rook as well. I don't know. Does he want to? Guys, to take is a mistake, okay? To take is a mistake. And now the contest. Oh my goodness, the contest now looks like, ooh. Bishop versus knight contest. What's up, guys? What's up? The bishop versus knight contest. If I do this, he's going to do this for sure. But anyway, that's our best chance, right? Yeah, let's do that. All I want to make sure is that the knight doesn't get blocked. We don't want to have the knight blocked. No! We don't want that. So I guess after this, I'm going to play h4. I will try to invoke this move. I'll try to have his king come here. Because then I have this fork. And I think he'll fall for that. With the king, attack my knight. Do that. Come on. Do that. Come on, dear. With the king, attack my knight. Do that. He's not done that. He's like, no. You think you're smart? Okay, I'll do this then. Okay, I'll do this. So this move is forced now. Okay. Guys, seriously, things are beginning to heat up here. Surely. Let's bring His Majesty in the game now. His Majesty will play an important role. We have to bring the knight to d5. Feel the need for that. His bishop is babysitting the pawns. Good for us. Let's bring the king one more time into the game. Guys, in the end game, the king should be in the center. That would mean that, you're playing actively. That will mean that we are playing actively. So important, guys, that we do that. Peace activity is so important. Highlighted by Aryan. Aryan always provides. Guys, the net is fluctuating from your side or from my side. There is absolutely no issue. Okay? Absolutely no net issue. I can assure you of that. Okay? Now the question is, where does the knight go? Of course, we can't take the pawn. Can't do that. If we go here, he's going to give a check. Can we entertain and allow that check? No, sir. Can't do that. Can't do that. Can't do that. Yeah, we can do this then. Attacking it will create a nice sort of a fork here. And now I think he can fall for this trap as well, where he goes for the all-out attack and my king can enter his territory. Can that work? Will that work? Yeah, can that work? Will that work? Yeah, we'll find out. Now he may give this bishop check. Will help me further get into his. Oh! 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 Schooled! We have been schooled. Instead of we trying to enter his territory, we have been checkmated. Oh no! Oh no! 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 There is this reel, right? There is this Insta reel, right? Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! 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 Oh no! This is crazy stuff. OMGB! OMGB! We played this game so well. Again, I'm saying this is the fun of chess. You take one move lightly. By the way, I really will be honest with you. Whenever there is any sort of disconnection, it takes toll on you. But we did play this game very well. We actually came up to the end game, and there was some comedy. Yeah, fine. No, we were on the right track, but I never realized. I am sure even the opponent would have realized, like, okay, why did the game just end? Like, checkmate? Okay. What? There is no name for this pattern. There is no name for this pattern. Yeah, it's crazy, mate. But then, yeah, OMGB, oh my Ganpati Bappa. Okay, I'll be honest with you. We were enjoying this game, and that's the point. You have to enjoy the game. That's the crux. I'm asking you guys, we have got 10 minutes more. Let's do some tactics. And by the way, we have some message by Tanish. Tanish, I wonder, you know what he's saying? I will join the hub in a few days. Tanish, I will say this. You are free to join the hub in a few days. But you know what is sad? I'll be honest with you. I don't want to whitewash anything. I'm not a coach who whitewashes things. So Tanish, let's be honest here. You can't be on and off the on and off with chess. You know, chess rewards you. You should not consider yourself level 7 anymore. I can assure you, when you now play a game of chess, when you do come at the hub eventually, it shows it's a significant gap of a year almost now. And that's not the ideal way to go. Tanish, Raze, if you are listening to this, that's not the best way. Okay. You will be back at the hub. It's a very good news for me as a coach. But when you take such breaks, that's not what you really want. That hurts. All that you have learned, you're not in tune with it. Okay, so I'm making it very clear that that should not, you know, be the thing. Okay, we are going to do some puzzles, and by the way, let me sign out. You know that we don't do that in my ID, of course. You want mixed puzzles, of course. It's not the queen versus is it plain and simple tactics now? Yeah, tactical positions. No, seeing a few streams is not enough. Okay, don't tell me you saw a few streams. No, that's not useful. You have to be in regular, you know, playing mode with chess. Otherwise, it doesn't help. So if you take a break, you come back. There are many students who I have seen they do that, but then it hurts. You don't make much progress if you keep doing that. So please see to it that if you are going to join it, then make sure that you join it and you stay. Otherwise, if you have other interests, then pursue those interests. I'm making it very clear. But if you are serious about chess, then be a regular member. You can't, you know. Akash is okay. Akash, of course, will be a new student for me. I'm talking about you. Guys, I think this one is easy. Queen takes queen, right? Queen takes f5. Namisha, seriously, some issues. Queen takes f5. Where? Where does queen take on f5? Namish? You see on the screen, I've highlighted that message for you. The queen takes f5. Where? What's there on f5? Ooh. What queen takes f5, my dear? It's black to play. So, Namish, some concentration is required. You lose focus at times. From time to time, you lose focus. Queen takes f2 and fork is right. Yeah, sure. Next one, please. It's white to play. Yes, Rupa, queen takes f2. It was. The next one. Oh, this one is my favorite. Made in two. Jay, not the first move. Come on, Jay. Not just the first move. Jay, not just the first move. No. Guys, don't tell me the score today. It's not the scores day today. We were doing you know the demo games, and we are here doing tactics as a result of those demo games. Itesh with the complete answer with the queen h7 checkmate. So look at the sacrifice here. Bishop g8 check with the rook. Okay. The king will take the bishop. And then you have queen h7 checkmate with the help of the rook. Guys, I want you to understand that. Okay. It's an important tactics. And bishop b capital Rupak. Okay. Next one is black to play. Guys, we can pin right over here. Do you want to take the rook first? The green camp or the red camp? Oh, better divide people into camps. I like that. Jay is in the red camp. Anybody in the green camp? Love it when that happens. Guys, anybody? Green camp? Namish, are you saying plant green tree, green plants or something? Aaron is in the red camp. Nobody. Everybody is in the red. Namish is also in the red. Yeah, I think red is right. And why is the red the best move? We lost the queen. Now we don't want to take the rook first. The check comes first. Okay, next one is pretty easy. Not to plant, planting trees is good, but over here the green camp was wrong. Planting trees is okay. So okay, let me ask you now, what do you want to do here? Do you want to go for the knight takes knight, the blue camp? Do you want to go for the green camp? Do you want to go for the red camp? This time I'm giving you some extra options. Which camp? Guys, I'm sure even your school has got houses. So the blue house, green house. There's no chrome house. I'm sure it's a yellow house. Pooja ma'am is with blue. If you are divided in the houses, you know what I mean. Jay is like green. Saurish is green. Now, Pooja ma'am, you're saying blue because you want to take the knight. But then the point is, you should notice that the queen is hanging. The white queen is hanging. Rayansh is saying my school doesn't have houses. Itesh says yellow house. That's my house. But by the way, we over here have got the chrome color exactly, right? So Pooja ma'am, green cam is right here. It's a discovered check. Yes, we will lose the knight. But as I said, it was a check. And then the queen is hanging, Pooja ma'am. That's why. Next one, white to play. So green camp. Or is it the red camp? Or is it the blue camp? None of these would also be an option. Yes, none of these can be an option, right? No. None of these? No, not an option. Aryan is in the green camp this time. Okay. We'll do two more positions, this one and the next one. Rajesh, what? Red and blue. Red and blue. What's that? Red and blue. I said initiative and tempo, but not red and blue. What do you mean by that? Stick to one, buddy. Stick to one. Now, by the way, again, green wins here. Why? Because then if we take the rook, the knight will take. And when the knight takes, the other rook is also hanging here. Hello, thank you very much. Yum, yum, yum. Okay, so this one will be the last position we will do. And probably the next one will have that as homework. Guys, Jay has mentioned, I believe, on the Telegram channel, the group that is, sorry. Feedback for Itesh, Ayush, and Purvesh this Saturday. 5 p.m. to 6 p.m. Yeah. So now, what are the options here? Can I give you some colors? Yeah, let me give you some colors. Do you want to go for the green one? The blue one? Do you want to go for the red one? Ooh. Green hat trick, says Jay. Green hat trick. It says, okay. Yeah, 3 times. So green hat trick, Jay is saying. So green 3 times. Is it right? Green OP? Totally OP, right? Because the queen again is hanging. Pooja ma'am, the computer knew that you got the earlier one wrong. So again, it will be check comes first, Pooja ma'am. It will be check comes first and our queen can take the opponent's queen, right? All right, guys, take this one. It's homework. By the way, remember, both the games super today. Very, very cool games. Due to disconnection, it's not a problem concentrating or reconcentrating. But what a game that was. It was going nicely, smoothly towards the end game when suddenly there was mate. Your opponent was playing well. Both our opponents. First one was a trickster. He did have a lot of traps. If you do this, I'll do that. Very, very carefully we had to play. The second one was also interesting. He took us right till the end game because we were playing a sharp line with a pawn push, remember? And he was playing well. We had lopsided development in the second game. Be honest about it, okay? Yeah, this one is your homework. Let's say take a screenshot of this, guys. I wouldn't mind that. Jay is good at this. Hitesh takes good screenshots. I've noticed that. So take a screenshot of this and later on answer on the group. Series short form for sure. I don't know. What's SRE? No. Guys, enjoyable sessions. Okay, we are now almost on the verge of stopping. And it was good. You can type your Tata bye-bye messages. Yeah, somebody take. Please type it in the chat. Who has taken the screenshot here? Hitesh has done that. Jay has done that, maybe. Oh, Ayush probably is so fast. Jay has done that, is it? Guys, Jay has shared that. Let me know if you have done that. It's time for us to stop. See you on Saturday for the feedback. Everybody, be present, and especially those three guys definitely got to be there.